Okay, yes, guys, I think we are live. I think we are all live now. Yeah, sorry we started a little late. So, as per the heading of this live, you guys, I'm going to show you how you can 3x or even more your bitcoins, and also how you can get into those coins, altcoins that give you a potential for 100 to 1,000x what you see some of the guys doing. So how is everybody doing, guys? Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see if everybody can hear. Yes, I think we are live. Yes, we are okay. Everybody can hear me now. Let us go. So we're going to be here for just a few, maybe an hour or less, and we are going to go through different resources that you can use to give yourself that potential of 3 to 100x. You got to learn some skills, guys. So before we proceed, we're gonna do two housekeeping activities that we normally have to do in our presentations. If you have watched any of our past videos in the Smart Wolf Club, we got to do these two things. Very important. Number one, say prayer because we all need help. Okay, we don't control anything. We have no control over anything, so we need help. The man above needs to help you us to doing what we are doing, be successful. Number two, we gotta put a disclaimer because some people, when they watch these videos or these trainings on YouTube or anywhere else, social media, they get overly excited and they throw out common sense. Okay? They throw out common sense. Okay, so we have to do this. Very important. Number one, prayer. Number two, a disclaimer. So let's go. Let's do the prayer first. In the belief of the power almighty, we pray that whoever is going to apply this training, whoever is going to practice, whoever is going to learn the skills will be successful. We pray that the markets are good to us. Any tradings or any investments that we are going to share, any results, we pray that the Almighty helps us so we can achieve success for all the members of the Smart Wolf Club and those who are going to watch on YouTube, the masses, the millions who are going to come later or now and watch this and practice and apply the knowledge that they will be successful. We believe in the name of the Almighty. Amen. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Don't care what you believe in, whatever you believe in, make sure you learn everything about what you believe in, you practice and teach others. So let's go to the next one, the disclaimer. Guys, whatever we share in the Smart Wolf Club community is not financial advice or professional advice. We just share our experiences. Some of coaches have been doing this for many, many years, so they just share what they do. And it's up to you to do your own due diligence. We do not promise any quick riches. These are not get rich quick schemes. And just remember that whatever you do is very risky. If we are doing any tradings or any businesses online or offline, it's very, very risky. You can lose the investment or part of it. If you can't afford to lose it, please don't use it. Don't invest it. Don't trade it if you cannot afford to lose it. Okay. Always do your due diligence. And if you need any professional advice, please seek that from someone else. Now, with that out of the way, guys, let us begin. So, what do you guys know about Bitcoin? Okay. What do you guys know about crypto? What do you guys know about altcoin? This is the basics. I know we've gone through this many, many times, but there's always new people coming in our community. There's always a new person who is watching this video and you probably don't understand what is when we say Bitcoin. Some people don't really know. It's only about 3% of the world population that has Bitcoin. Okay, 3%. If there's 6 billion people in the world, only 3% of the population of the world at least has Bitcoin or knows about Bitcoin. Majority of the people still don't know, or they don't believe it, or they don't know what it is. Okay, so it's a very tiny fraction of the population. So that's why we keep talking about the basics. So if you're here, you are a seasoned trader, you are a Bitcoin millionaire, this may not apply to you. Okay, this is for people who are really, really need the information. People don't know how to buy Bitcoin. People don't know how to grow their Bitcoin, how to safely store their Bitcoin, how to exchange their Bitcoin and how to trade their Bitcoin, whether it is trading margin or trading using leverage or just spot trading. Some people don't know that. Okay, so tackle that in this space of time. And in the Smart Wolf Club, we have a lot of members from all over the world and coaches. Some of our coaches have been online for over 20 years. Others have been doing this since 1998. Some of us have been online since 1998. So anything online, been there, done, whether it's Forex, crypto, stocks. And if you're not following us on YouTube, Smart Wolf Club channel, so make sure you subscribe. This is a humble request because when you subscribe, like the videos, share these videos, then this channel grows. We want to reach as many people as possible. Our main goal is to help as many brothers as possible learn how to make money online, either trading, crypto, stocks, forex, any asset that is tradable, and also digital marketing, where you can actually put in some money or put in some work. You can see the rewards that give you freedoms. We're talking about the three freedoms. We're talking about time, financial, and location freedom. Okay, now I don't want to spend a lot of time on these freedoms because we have tackled that in our previous video, in our previous trainings. If you have not watched our previous trainings, go and watch some of our trainings. We have even put a playlist here. Okay? I've put a link to our playlist below in the description. Those of you watching on YouTube, you can go and click the playlist and watch all the trainings. Okay, it says free crypto trading course. Okay, so go ahead and watch it free. You don't need to pay anything. Now, if you're not a member of the Smart Book Club, you can join our community. It's free to join. It's in the description where it says join the Smart Book Club. Click the link. Just need your name and your email address. And of course, if you want to participate in our live trading, because we have those going on every day in the community, you can also join the community, join our social media. All the links are in the description, guys. So don't be lazy. Take some action, okay? They say if you want to change, you must change. If you want change to come to you, you must first change. So take action. Okay, that's the main thing. Some people watch the videos, they go to the next one, and they go to their funny cut videos, they go to Instagram, they go to TikTok. At the end of the day, you take it, but time wasted. Okay, time is the best resource. You waste your time, you will never recover. The 1 minute I've spent here, never recovered. 1 minute. So I want to make maximum use for this time. So when it comes to account for your time, then you're proud of what you have done. So we want to all be proud. This is a journey, it's not a destination. We have not arrived yet, so you can join us in the journey. It's 1,000 miles, it's a marathon, okay? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So for years we are in this marathon, okay? It's a marathon of life. I call it the marathon of life. We are not yet there yet, okay? If we were there, okay, we have people in the community who are extremely successful, but they're not there yet. We have coaches from all over the world. Tajimon is on here from Tokyo, Japan. He's been doing this for over 20 years, guys. We have Malemala from Cape Town, South Africa. These are serious individuals. These are people who have been doing this for long, long. Mr. Baker from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Scott from London, UK. Rosemary from New York, New York. Jose from Sacramento, California. Rodriguez from Rio. Mr. Singh from Bombay, India, with a huge group. Okay, Ahmed from Dubai, UAE. Moses from Lagos, Nigeria. Karinsas, she's from Berlin, Germany. Josephine from Sydney, Australia, and many, many others. Okay, I can't possibly mention all of them. It's going to take a whole afternoon, a whole evening, a whole morning. But guys, listen. Take one thing. Okay, let's take one thing. Focus on this one thing, and let's make it happen. Okay, that's the main thing. That is our goal this year. Get a bunch of individuals together and let's focus on one thing, this one thing, and let's make it work. Let's push it to the rubber. Let's like push it really hard. Okay. And let's see what happens. And if you're up for the challenge, join me. Okay. So let's see how we're gonna 3x our bitcoins, 1,000x other coins, so we don't miss out. We don't want to miss out. Okay. I'm gonna give you the skills, share that skills with you. And we are also going to share some results from some of our students in the community. Now, there's people who need hand holding, okay? Don't get me wrong. There's people who need one-on-one hand holding. You can join our master classes. Okay? We have the crypto trading masterclass, Those of you who are into Forex trading masterclass, stocks trading masterclass, digital marketing masterclass, anything that has to do with online money making, because they're looking for the freedoms, three of them. Okay, you can join those where you get a one-on-one with our coaches. Okay, coach or coaches, it doesn't matter. Somebody is going to show up not to your doorstep, literally to your doorstep in quotes online. Okay, like a Zoom call or just a phone call, or a WhatsApp call, whatever it is. They're going to get on there and work with you, get you focused, get you started, get you right track. Okay, because if they're going to share their experiences and you're going to walk the journey together. I told you it's a marathon. We are walking. Just come and hop on the bus. The bus has already left the station. Okay, the bus left the station and we are going together. Okay, so it doesn't matter, guys. Just join us and let's together. Okay, it's never too late. Okay, it's never too late. Join and move together. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to share three basic things. Okay, these basic things can help you in your crypto journey. Why are we talking about crypto at this time? Because some people will be like, "Oh, guys, why are you talking about crypto? It's too late." Remember, there's only about 3% of the world. 3%. Let that sink in. 3%. Do you guys know what is 3%? 3 out of 100 of the times world population. Let's say there's 6 billion people in the world. Only 3% of people either holds Bitcoin or know something about it. That is a small number. And already know see what is happening out there. What is the potential out there? What is the potential? What is the potential? Let that sink in. You know, 3% of the population. Only 3% of the world population. We're talking about 6 billion people. And, our community, the Smart Wolf, we have members from all over the world. Okay. And I can tell you the feeling on the ground, the information that we get on the ground. And we've been to some of these places. You see lots of people, they know nothing about crypto. They don't either. Some have heard from their uncles or from their friends or from their grandparents or from somebody. They haven't taken any action. Okay. So the potential is there, massive potential. Even if, let's say, it moves to 10% of the population, what do you think will become of some of the Bitcoins of the world? Bitcoin now is at about, if I bring up trading view chart, okay, guys, I'm going to share my chart right now and show you what we're talking about. And then this is important because this is forming the basis of our training today. Okay, so just bear with me as I drive this point home. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, guys. Just bear with me. The technology, hopefully, to cooperate here. Let's share screen and we'll bring up the Bitcoin chart. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I'm going to close this part here. We should be seeing me in a corner and then Bitcoin chart on the side. So here is the Bitcoin chart, guys. You can see we have a Bitcoin chart here, BTC USD. Okay, we can put this as BTC USDT. Now, somebody already is getting lost. They don't know what USDT is, but just bear with me. I'm going to explain all these things. And why are we talking about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the biggest kid on the block, okay? Among all the crypto coins, the first one that really has had a lot of stuff going on is the Bitcoin, okay? So far, you can see Bitcoin has grown from about 11 years ago, where some people got in at $1. Some of us were there when Bitcoin was $1, okay, and we didn't believe it. Some members of our community bought some Bitcoin at $1. When it got to $2, they sold it. When it got $500, they sold it. When it got to $1,000, they sold it. Others got in when Bitcoin was 2,000, and when it went to 4,000, they sold it. When it came down to 1,000, they sold it at a loss. So there's all these misery, these negative stories about Bitcoin in the community. And then there's a few individuals who held their Bitcoin, and now they're smiling all the way to the bank. Imagine you got in Bitcoin when it was like 19,000 or 10,000, and you held it all the way to where it is right now. You guys can see Bitcoin is at over at least 116 today. You can see that. This is the 4-hour chart on TradingView. You can see Bitcoin is actually up here right now. You see there's a massive green candle the last 4 hours, and then we have another green candle forming up, okay? And you can see it's at about 116, okay? Just a few weeks ago, we had Bitcoin at 124, almost 125. You can see this tip right here, this week here. You guys can see that week right there. This is an inverted hammer right at the top, in signifying a change of trend, okay, as it was trending up, and then all of a sudden we had a slowdown, okay? So this is a normal feature in crypto, in stocks, any asset, you know. Once it can pump up and then there's a pullback, which is healthy pullback. The pullbacks is like a breathing room, release of pressure, and then starts pumping up again. You can see now it gave us a huge bullish candle, and I think the bulls are coming in again, and this is going to push the prices up. So this isn't a healthy feature. It's just human psychology, okay? We buy low, we sell high, and sometimes institutional money moves on. This is created artificially by the institutions. They do that. They dump this so they can buy this from the retailers, because the retailers will be getting in here, buying it when it is already pumping, and then of course the institutions are going to pull it back so they can get it at a discount, because most people start selling, panic selling their Bitcoin and getting out their positions, getting liquidated, and in the process, so now the institutions can come in and buy it for cheap, and that's why they keep buying. So, you know, when you sell your Bitcoin, somebody is buying it on the other side. It's a buying and selling market. So that's exactly what's happening, okay? So when you sell your Bitcoin, you're doing somebody a favor. The MicroStrategies, the BlackRocks, these guys are sweeping your Bitcoin when you sell it at a discount, at a loss. They are sweeping it out of the market. And remember, the number of Bitcoin is finite, okay? There's only so many Bitcoins in the world. Now somebody's asking how many Bitcoins are there. You can always find that. Okay, don't be lazy, guys. A simple Google search, that's your homework. Just go to Google and type how many Bitcoins are there in the world, minted. How many, what is the number, the total number of Bitcoins that can be created, that can be minted? It is finite, it is defined. Unlike our currencies, money, depending on which country you come from, you know, your government can decide to print more money. If there's less, they can print more, but not with Bitcoin, okay? The number had already been defined. We're not going to create any more. So as it becomes scarce, the value is likely to go up. As the demand, I've told you there's only 3% of the people who at least maybe hold some Bitcoin, 3%. So let's say if that number goes to 10%, you can see the type of pressure, demand, buying pressure that can be on Bitcoin, okay? Whatever we are giving you guys is not financial advice. This is what I feel. This is what the members of our community feel. This is what some of our coaches feel. So I'm just sharing the secrets in the community and other communities, the way other people feel. But always do your due diligence, make your own decisions, never risk more than you can afford to lose, because again, we do not control the markets. As you can see, somebody probably bought Bitcoin here when it was 123, and as soon as they got in, it dumped all the way to 111, okay? So that means you're negative at that point. So if you had taken a position, let's say a leveraged position, you're trading, you would be liquidated. If you're taking a long at that level, you probably be hitting your stop losses. And if you didn't have a stop loss, you could easily lose your account. You'll be liquidated. Margin calls, all that kind of stuff. The beautiful stuff that they talk about when trading. So guys, that is not something that we have to worry about. Okay, that is you to worry about. Okay, never, never, ever risk more than you can afford to lose it. Okay. So the point we are making here is based on the discussion is how can you 3x your Bitcoins? Okay, right now, let's say you missed the opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was $1, when it was $20, when it was $30, when it was $100, when it was $1,000, when it was $50,000. The last bull run, Bitcoin went as far as 69,000. The last bull run, the last cycle. Okay, you can check that. If you change this to the yearly, let's say yearly chart, 12 months, you can see. If we go back here, you can see the last 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 years, you can see how Bitcoin has moved up from all the way up here. This was 2017. You can see the highest was 19,000, 2017. And then 2018, you can see the highest was 16,900. 2020, COVID time, you guys can see Bitcoin went as high as 30,000. If you come back to 2021, you can see 69,000. Okay, that's the last 4 years. Okay, that's what I was talking about right here. The highest was about 69,000. And look at where we are right now. Look at where we are right now. It's about 126. So almost doubles every 4 years, every cycle. But this cycle might be different because we are having what we call institutional acceptance now. Many gurus have talked about this. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you guys subscribe to a lot of them. Those of you who are into crypto, you watch a lot of these guys on YouTube, news outlets, or you follow them on Discord, you follow them on Instagram. You see them talking about these ETFs, okay, were approved recently, last year in the United States. Several ETFs. We've heard of politicians or governments that are talking about creating crypto reserves. Of course, the biggest kid on there is Bitcoin, okay? And so what does that tell you? We are having even some institutions adopting Bitcoin, institutional adoption. So this may make for a different bull run, okay, something maybe we've never seen before. Some of us have been around since this started many, many years ago, and we've been seeing it. Now, did we take advantage of it? Some do, some didn't, okay? Like I just gave you an example. Some people bought Bitcoin when it was $1, and when it got to $2, they sold it because they were either scared or they are worried or it's new, they don't know, their belief levels are low. And then there's some that held on to it, maybe not all of it, but they held on to some of it, and they're now enjoying their freedoms. We have members in the community that are enjoying their freedoms. So it is all about knowledge, okay? Like those of you who are believers, you know, in Hosea, the master teacher says, men are suffering because of lack of knowledge. So we suffer because we don't have the knowledge. And that is how it is created. That is nature. That is the way things are supposed to be. Because if we all had knowledge, then we'll all have bought Bitcoin at $1 and holding it up to now, or even in the future. But is it too late now? Okay, that's a decision for you to make or for another day. But looking at the trends, you can see it's like every year, every 4 years, Bitcoin doubles itself. So maybe the next 4 years are not going to be any different. Bitcoin may double itself. If we just draw inference from what has been happening here, Bitcoin may double itself. But that's not the point of discussion. Our discussion says, how can I, if I don't have 100,000 to go out here and buy Bitcoin, and then I don't have 100,000 lying around, over 100,000 to buy a Bitcoin and just let it sit for generations to come and reap the doubling every year. If I have little money right now, how can I 3x? How can I put myself in a position to reap the benefits of Bitcoin and in extension crypto? How will I participate in this? The best thing is to learn a simple skill. Okay, there are few skills that you can learn that can put you in a position to reap these benefits. Okay, without breaking probably your bank, because you don't have this money. Most of us don't have this money. Okay, we don't have 130,000 lying around that you can just go to the market and say, hey, go to your Coinbase account and say, I need a full Bitcoin, or I'm buying a Bitcoin. There's something that your financials or the professionals talk about. It's called dollar cost averaging. Okay, so you can dollar cost average. That means the little money that you have, spare change that you have, maybe skip a few coffees every month, and you can put that $10, $50 into buying a crypto of your choice. Okay, and you have to be disciplined. So you can have, let's say, a periodic withdrawal from your account or from your debit card, and then you expose that to a certain crypto of your choice that you have done your own research and decided that this is what I'm going to invest in. Something that you believe in, okay, a narrative that you believe in. You believe in Bitcoin. You believe that Bitcoin is going. I'm sure I've made the case for Bitcoin because that's what I feel. Okay, every 4 years, it looks like Bitcoin actually doubles its value. It's not. I'm not cooking these figures here. I'm just looking at TradingView. I just went to TradingView. TradingView, guys, is a software platform that we use for analyzing for analysis for our stocks, trading, futures, forex, crypto. Okay, so I'm right now on the crypto. You can see that. And if you don't have a TradingView account, I put a link in the description, guys. Under resources, you'll find a link there that says open your TradingView account. It's free to start. There's a free subscription which can give you this information. Now, if you start getting advanced and you want to use more and more features, you can subscribe a cup of coffee a month, and you can have extra features like we do now. You can have signals that are sent to your phone when your asset of choice has reached a certain level, or you want to enter into a trade, or you want to sell your whatever. So you can set signals that alerts. Now, you might need the subscription to be able to do that, and also using some indicators that help you make such decisions. So you may need some subscription. So just looking at this TradingView, okay, you can see this is the time period here is 12 months, so 1 year. Each candle here represents 1 year, okay? So this is 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022. So you can see 2022 was a tough one. You can see it was very, very bearish. You can see we had a massive red candle here, meaning Bitcoin started from here about almost 50,000, and it dropped all the way down to about 14. These are the aftermaths of, you remember the aftermaths of COVID, okay? During COVID time, you can see there was 2020, you can see there's green candles. There's a green candle here in 2021, but of course there's a massive wick at the top. So there's a lot of selling pressure you can see there. And then look at what happened in 2024. ETFs, the crypto thing started taking off again. Okay, we entered this cycle. This is the halving, crypto halving. Bitcoin, every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through what we call the halving phenomenon. Now, I don't want to go into details because we've already explained this in our channel. If you want to go and watch some of our previous videos, we talk about Bitcoin halving. What happens during Bitcoin halving? This is where half of the Bitcoins are actually being produced, okay? And there's some details, okay? In a simpler way, that's basically what we are saying. It's like we have half of the Bitcoins available. So the demand is going up. Supply is at its lowest. So what do you expect? The price is going to go crazy, okay? It's just simple economics. And back in your mind, just remember that there's about 3% of the population, okay? So that is the constant. Just put that put that in perspective. Put that at the back of your mind. Whatever decisions you're going to make, whatever analysis you're looking at, just know that it's only a very small fraction of the population that actually right now has access to crypto. Most people don't know where to get crypto, where to buy, or they don't have the access, or they don't have the infrastructure yet. So just imagine as it starts going into mainstream, when retailers come in and start pushing this, when the institutions fully adapt this, when regulations fully accept this, okay? Because there was a lot of regulations against crypto, okay? Crypto had earned a bad name, but that is a normal pattern of growth that any asset would go through, okay? People first, they will resist. People start looking at it, curious, they become curious. Initially, they resist, then they start becoming curious. Then a few people start accepting it, and then eventually everybody starts accepting it. So that's exactly what's happening. So it's just a growth pattern, okay? So it's not any different for crypto, okay? Initially, people will resist something. People resist change. They will kick and fight and punch. People don't want changes, okay, because they're afraid of change. And then, of course, at some point, they start becoming curious. They'll be like, oh, maybe we need to take a second look at this thing. And then they start looking, and then a few start buying in, and eventually everybody, it becomes a common acceptance. Everybody accepts it. So we are going through those phases, okay? So there's about 3% that has access. So as more and more institutions adopt it, as more and more regulations are built around crypto, and as that's becoming mainstream, then I'm sure we're going to see a lot of changes in these graphs. We're going to be seeing a lot of changes in this analytics of Bitcoin, okay? The candles pattern here is going to change drastically, okay? So right now we are at a point where you can see we've had 3 green candles following each other. 2023, 2024 is massive. 2025, you can see there's a push down, push up, push down, push up, because you can see there is a long wick at the bottom, and at the moment there's also almost a similar size wick from the top. So there's a bit of pushing and shoving between the buyers and sellers in decision moments. Economically tough times, okay, but you can see the crypto is still growing, okay? So to answer the question, how are we going to 3x our Bitcoin holdings, any other crypto that we are looking at? How are we going to 1000x our crypto? So there's certain skills that you have to learn, and I'm going to bring up what one of our students in the Smart Wolf Club is doing, okay? He doesn't have a lot of money, okay? So it doesn't matter what you have, okay? Whatever you can afford to lose is what you're going to start with, okay? It just starts with that one journey, that $1, that one single step, okay? Some people don't have money at all, but you can educate yourself, because remember what they say in the book of Hosea: my men are suffering because of lack of knowledge. So you can just start learning. Take this knowledge. You don't need any money to take this knowledge, to start learning. You don't need any knowledge. Just have the knowledge. You'll be miles, thousands of miles ahead of somebody who has not taught themselves about crypto. Okay, so you don't even have to have the money right now. Just take this knowledge, okay? Learn, find out, do the research, arouse the interest inside you. And then when you are ready to become part of it, to partake, to be part of the journey, then you can start, because you already have the knowledge. All you need now is the doing. So you can start doing it. Because some people have the money, but they don't have the knowledge. So this is even worse. That's like a rich fool, okay? It's like the stories of the rich fool, okay? You have the money, but you don't have the knowledge. So you're just a rich fool, okay? And you know what happened to the rich fool, okay? So you'd rather have the knowledge, don't have the money, but you have the knowledge. And then, because the money, you can go out and make the money, okay? You can go do your 9 to 5, save up some money or skip some coffees, and you can start the journey. Because I'm going to show you what my student is doing right now. They just started with we have students from all over the world. We have students who live under $1 per day. And this person lives under $1, comes from a country where he actually lives under $1 per day. And I'm going to show you exactly what he has started doing. And this is so encouraging that it encouraged me to make this journey. And this is a challenge. So maybe we're going to be sharing this all the way through our journey now. So we're going to be referring to this account. We're going to see how it is growing. And then, of course, we're going to be sharing what is going on in this. That's what I told you. I'm going to be sharing the secrets of what some of our members are doing. And this particular member in the Smart Wolf Club is willing to share his small beginnings, okay? Humble beginnings. I call them humble beginnings. Rome, the city of Rome, they say, was not built in one day. It started from tiny hut in the mid-central of Rome. Small beginnings. So let us go back and see the 3 skills that I'm talking about. One of the skills we're talking about is learning how to trade. You're going to learn how to trade using leverage, okay? Leverage. Now, when I say the word leverage, I know some of you are really scared. Those of you who have been in trading, when you hear leverage, you know what that means. It means there's a high risk, there's a high chance you could be liquidated. You can lose your money. But we're going to do it in a way that you cut off, you minimize your risk, okay? So we're not going to use massive leverage. We're going to use a moderate leverage of 3x. That's when we're talking about 3x in your Bitcoin. So you're just going to use 3x. So if you put 50K, if you put $5, you're going to be trading with $15 because the platforms, the leverage you're using is the 3x. So that's 3x coming from there. Okay, so we're going to go to many platforms will give you leverage tradings. Okay, many platforms will do. There are so many out there. Some of you are onto Coinbase trading. Some of you are into Binance trading. Some of you are into Kraken. Some of you are into Pionex, Bluffin. My student is using Pionex, so I'm going to share the Pionex, and I will show you exactly what they're doing in Pionex. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to Pionex. See if I can bring up his account, and we are going to share everything. I told you, nothing, no chance, nothing hidden. Nothing is hidden. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to try to share this here. So let's switch. Just stop sharing the screen. I'm back, guys, and I'm going to bring up the Pionex screen for this student. And where is Pionex? I think this is it right there. Boom. There we go. Okay, guys. So we are on Pionex, okay? This is a crypto trading platform, but there's something special about Pionex. They do have what we call trading bots, because I know most of our students are extremely busy individuals, okay? Most of our members in the Smart Wolf Club are very extremely busy individuals. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have masons, tree surgeons, stay-home moms. We have students who are still in school, colleges. We have, we have all kinds of people, day traders. We have crypto traders. We have stock traders. We have forex traders. We have people, digital marketers, social media marketers. We have all kinds of people. I mean, when I look at in the background, when I look at the number of people who are doing this stuff in the community, they all come from different backgrounds. Okay, so some people give excuses like, oh no, I don't know nothing about trading. If you can send an email, if you can read an email on your phone or whatever, that's enough. And these bots, trading bots, give you the freedom. Okay, you set it once. Okay, you follow the steps that we teach or that we do. You just follow the example and you set a bot. Okay, and the trading bot does the trading for you, okay, following the rules. So following your inputs, whatever inputs. If you put in garbage, you're going to get garbage out. It goes without say. So you're going to have to put in the right thing based on your risk tolerance, based on whatever you're looking for, your goals and stuff, okay? So, but 3x is what we are using, and that's what we talked about here. You want to 3x your crypto, whatever you have, your Bitcoin, 3x, okay? That is a moderate leverage that we are using. Now, some of you go greedy, you go to 5x, 10x, 20x, you just increase the chances of being margin call, liquidated, and losing your accounts, because crypto is extremely volatile, okay? You can see the Bitcoins one day they're at 120, the next day they're at 117. So there's up and down, up and down. So as I told you, we are looking at a very tiny account, okay? This is somebody who doesn't come from a lot of money, okay? So $120 invested at the moment, and they have an extra margin of 50 US dollars, USDT. One USDT is equivalent to $1. USDT is a stable coin. I don't want to go into that right now. We have explained this in our previous videos. Go watch the playlist. If you don't understand any of the terms, go and watch some of our videos where we talked about stable coins, what they are, and blah, 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 blah. And if you need a hand holding, just comment below and we'll answer your questions, okay? So you can see right here. Now, if you need help setting up one of these, some of our coaches can do this for you, with you, but you may have to join our masterclasses because their time is extremely valuable. But if you want to follow along, you can just follow along, because I'm going to quickly go over how to set this up. Okay, so basically what you're saying is you first get your Pionex account. Okay, it doesn't matter what other platforms you have. Pionex gives some very nice trading bots. The trading bots are actually inbuilt within the platform. That's the beauty. So you don't have to leave the platform, or you don't have to join another software and then do all these API keys. No, that's too complicated for most people. We like, in the Smart Wolf Club, we like keeping it simple, stupid. KISS is our philosophy. Everything is KISS. If my 99-year-old cannot do it, or my 16-year-old cannot do it, then I don't want it. My 99-year-old grandmother, if she can't set this up, then it's too complicated. If my 16-year-old cannot set this up successfully, it's too complicated. We don't want it. We want something that is extremely, extremely, extremely simple. KISS. Keep it simple. Stupid, guys. Anything complicated, man, you know, we've been around for many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. We've been to complicated ones. We've been to very simple ones. Trust me, when it is complicated, you can spend a whole day setting it up. Then tomorrow you realize something is not clicking and clanking, is making noise, is not running properly. It's going to take you another 2 weeks to figure out what was wrong. And by the 4th week, you have quit. Okay, it gives you brain cramps and you're going to quit. But when it is simple, straightforward, you can tell exactly whether it is good. Like right now, my student logs onto the account and they can see, this is the Pionex. This is the beauty of Pionex. You can see whether you're in profit or not. Right now, you can see this says total profit USDT $2.43. And you can see it's going up and down because I told you crypto is extremely, extremely volatile. So that is a 1.99%. This was set up a few days ago, 3 days ago. No, actually lasting 4 days ago. You can see when it was set up. It was created on 8/18, and today is 8/22. Okay, you guys can actually see when this was set up. It was set up 4 days ago, 10 hours and 44 minutes and 26 seconds, 27 seconds, 28 seconds. That is, it tells you exactly when it was created. And it is a trading bot. It is a BTC USDT, okay? So it is exchanging your USDT to Bitcoin. So it is based on the movement of Bitcoin, okay? Now, this grid bot, it's a grid bot, futures grid bot. Now, futures, because we are using leverage, 3x, doesn't have much money. So they put 120, they're taking advantage of the leverage, which is 3x. And it shows you your liquidation price and when it started. So we started when Bitcoin was at 115. That's when it was set up. Now, my student, based on our analysis, based on our discussions today, is very bullish on Bitcoin. Bullish. So you can see his upper limit. If we go here and look at the parameters, you can see the parameters right here. Upper limit price, 200,000. Extremely bullish. My student believes that Bitcoin would be at 200,000 by the end of this bull cycle. Now, your thinking might be different. Okay, you might come in here, or you're following a different guru who thinks Bitcoin will be 1 million. We have different schools of thoughts. Then your upper limit price is going to be 1 million. So where it says upper limit price, you're going to put 1 million. Now, some of you are following other gurus who are extremely bearish, and they say that they think Bitcoin is going to be just 130. So you're going to put your upper limit price as 130. Now, if you think the bull run, this cycle is already done, you think Bitcoin has already hit its limit, then maybe you are not longing. You're not going to be using a long, you're going to be using a short, a bot that shorts Bitcoin. So again, that is up to you. Okay. Now, schools of thoughts in our community, most of them bullish on crypto, bullish on Bitcoin. So my student, bullish, 200,000. Lower limit, 86,000. Okay, that's the lowest they think Bitcoin can go. That was based on the analysis they did on TradingView. Okay, so they come here, 4 hours. Okay, change this to 4 hours. So they looked at the 4 hourly, drew some lines. Okay, drew some lines and decided 86 is a good point. So 86,000. Okay, 86,000. Decided 86,000 was a good point. Okay, you can see we have an indicator here that actually tells you, it's a free indicator. It tells you when to buy and when to sell. Selling point. So for those of you who are doing what we call spot trading, you can follow this simple indicator here. And you can set an alert like we did here, because we're also into trading Bitcoin. So when it hits the sell point, it sends you a signal and you're going to just push sell on your phone. Okay? You sell. When it says buy, you buy. When it says sell, you sell. At the end of the day, you make a profit. Okay? Now, some days you're going to lose. Some days you're going to make a profit, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing day trading, some of you are scalpers, day traders. Some of you are swing traders, so you buy and hold for a couple of days. But this bot here is for a long-term trader. This is a swing trader, okay? This is somebody who is going to hold it during this bull run until Bitcoin reaches to 200,000, or until they see that they are losing money here. They can stop the bot anytime. You can stop this bot anytime. You can right now, we can stop the bot and collect the $2 that we have made here. Total profit, USDT. Okay. So this bot is supposed to harvest money, and you can reinvest this into Bitcoin. Okay. So that's what we're talking about, 3xing your Bitcoin. So whatever profit you make here, you can withdraw that and buy and hold your Bitcoin if you believe in the Bitcoin theory. Okay. So that just gives you a rundown of one of the strategies that you can use to 3x your crypto. Now, we talked about 1,000x on some of the coins. So let me jump onto that, and then maybe I should end this training because I promised not to keep it too long. But some of you are asking, how do you set up this bot? Well, it's very simple. Okay. So once you have your Pionex account open, okay, Pionex account open. Now, Pionex does require KYC for some features, and sometimes it does not. So depending on which part of the world you come from, if Pionex is not available in your country, you can use other other platforms. Okay, exchanges. We have Binance, we have Bybit. I've put some links in the description for you. If you go to open an account with Pionex and you cannot, the link is in the description. I think it's like the second link in our description. It's Pionex. Go ahead and open there and just create one of these. Take a screenshot of this, and if you want to copy this student, you can copy. And we'll be sharing these results every single day as we have our training. I'm saying this is a journey. So we want to share this and see whether this is going to grow or this is going to be liquidated. We are going to see this live and live and live. This is a simple. We're going to see what will happen to this account. It's $120 investment, USDT, 120 USDT invested here, plus 50, which is total 170, okay, in this account. Just 170 USDT. Okay, this is money that this student can afford to lose. Okay, so he put it in here, and he is just letting it go. So every single day you come and check to see what is going on, whether you have to stop the bot or continue. So you have to decide how many grids you want to set. This bot would do very well if we maximize the grids, okay, but the investment is too small. Okay, student doesn't have a lot of money, and so it's better to start with the little that you have than just let your money sit around doing nothing. So he only used grids quantity 30. This bot can go up to 500 grids. Okay, 500 grids, you need about $1,000, 500, and of course maybe another $1,000 for the extra margin. Why do we put the extra margin? This is so that you are not liquidated, because you know some of you understand margin trading. If you don't, please, you can just check a YouTube video what it means to have a margin trading. This is your homework, guys. I don't want to give you everything. I want you guys to do some work so you can have a skin in the game. Now, but if you want us to spoon feed you, give you everything, just join the master classes. Okay, go ahead, join the Smart Wolf Club, join the master classes, work with a one-on-one coach, and they're going to answer all your questions. Okay, they're going to show you what is margin trading, what is the danger, what is the risk, what is leverage, why are we talking about 3x leverage and it's a long, why not a 5x, why not a 20x? They do the calculations for you and show you how risky it is to be on a 20x leverage compared to a 3x leverage, which is moderate risk, very low risk, compared to a 5x or 10x. Some of you are going to go into 5x long, because this would be, imagine this is 3x and we are 2.6. Let's say if this was 10, it would be 3 times this. But again, your liquidation price is going to be very, very close. Okay, you'll be tethering with the fire. You'll be playing on the edges. Okay, very risky stuff, unless you have massive extra leverage, or unless you have, extra margin, unless you put massive amounts of money here, which we are not ready at the moment. Okay, so this is a journey that has started, and I'm happy to share with what this student is doing. I was really, really touched by this, and this student is very happy at the moment, because I can see it's always nice when you come here and you see that it is green. Sometimes you come here and see that it is red based on the price of Bitcoin, because this bot, what this bot does, you can see the transactions. Let me show you. This bot shows you, okay, it's a grid bot. So what it does, it buys, you know, they're like lines. It draws lines. So once it was set up, we had this, it did the first purchase. When Bitcoin comes down, it does the second purchase. So it buys low, and then it starts selling high, okay? So when Bitcoin hits the 117, it's going to sell. When it hits the 121, it's going to sell. It's going to sell like that, like that, like that. And you can see by the time Bitcoin gets to about 200,000, you can see we are talking about a 71.80% return on this account. Right now, it's showing 1.84 already. For a small account, like 120. We're talking about a 120 US dollars, okay? For some of you, 120 US dollars is a lot of money, okay? Some people live under $1 per day. We have students here from many places. One of our coaches is from Bombay, India. He has massive following, people living under $1 per day. One of our coaches is from Lagos, Nigeria, Mr. Omoses. He's been with us for over 17 years. He has students who live under $1 per day. So 120 would be a lot of money. That means 120 days of work, okay? But for some of you, 120 is nothing. We have students here, 120 is what they spend for breakfast. These guys go for breakfast, $120 later, they've had their breakfast. So that's nothing. That's just skipping one breakfast. And you can get started and just see for your mind game, practice. Some of you can come in here. We have students who, this investment is a few zeros, okay? Several zeros up to here. 120,000 for some of you. So multiply that by 1,000. This would be like 231, okay? This is literally like almost passive, semi-passive. It is not passive because you have to do something, but it is semi-passive earnings. And that's when people talk about passive crypto earnings. When people tell you these automated trading networks, this is some of the things they're talking about. You pay them thousands of dollars to just do this for you when you can actually do it yourself, okay? You just need somebody to show you and you can do it yourself, okay? So there we go. So as you can see, Bitcoin is going up. Then you can see this profit goes up. When Bitcoin tanks, this also tanks. Okay, the closer you go towards your liquidation price, this becomes red. The closer you go up to your upper limit price, this becomes greener and greener. And that's what we are hoping, that this is a bullish greed bot. Okay, you can set a bearish one if you are bearish in your thinking. We cannot limit you to that. And then, of course, there are many other type of bots that you can set. This is a futures greed bot, okay? And it is automated trading. It takes the trades automatically for you. So to maximize, if there's anything I need to change here, is to maximize the number of grids so that we can take full advantage of this bot, because this student is not taking full advantage. But the only reason is because it doesn't have enough funds. Maybe we should fundraise for this student, guys, for sharing this for free. Maybe we should donate to this account, okay? Because we need about 1,500 USDT here and maybe 1,000 USDT here as extra margin. So we're talking about 2,500. Put in this, and this can be clanking at its maximum capacity. Okay, we should be seeing some wonderful returns here. Literally, just multiply this by 10. You'll be talking about $20. Right now here, if you multiply this by 10, it would be about $20. So that means in 4 days, this thing is already at least $20 return, which is about $1, 1.75%, okay? There are not many places where you can get that kind of a return, guys, because some of you will look at this and say, oh, that is very little. Guys, trust me, go check with your bank. How much money are they giving you in terms of returns? You'll be surprised if you hardly even make 1% in 1 year. Very hard. Those of you who are following like the stock market, it's about 8% a year return. 8%, literally 8% total in a year. And now we're talking about almost 2% in 4 days. So you can compare, you can do the maths. Okay, so let's be real here. Okay, all right, so this is just one way. Let's go to the other way where there's possibility of you 1,000xing. Now, this is more risky, of course. High return, high risk. But for those of you who are ready to take the risk, let's dive in. So I'm going to bring up another tool, and I'm going to call it Dex Screener. There are many others. There's Dex tools, but I'm going to just bring what we call Dex Screener. Just a moment, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you for Dex Screener, okay? So I'm going to go to Dex Screener, and I'm going to show you how you can 1,000x your. So I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to do sharing. Stop sharing. So I'm back, and then let's share Dex Screener. Let's see if I can see Dex Screener. Where are you, Dex Screener? There is Dex Screener. Boom. Can you guys see what we call Dex Screener? Okay, so here, this is where getting really degen. Okay, you see, most of you are buying your coins from Robinhood, Cash App, Bitcoin, Coinbase, Binance, Kraken. Those are massive exchanges. Before a coin even gets to those exchanges, it has gone through what we call the other networks, okay? I'm calling them other networks in quotes, other networks. The launch pads, where they have seen the day of life. So you can come to Dex Screener, okay? And you can actually go into, let's say, Solana. Now, some of you are lost now when I talk about Solana. There's Ethereum. So Solana When you go to the Solana ecosystem, this is where people are launching coins left and right. Okay, meme coins left and right. I can see like these have just been launched 6 hours ago. You can even go to up to 5 hours ago. I mean, 5 minutes ago. Some are launching. See, millions of coins are being launched every little second, and they tell you the age. So here you can see 1 year. Bongo, the cat, is 1 year old. And you can see what it's been doing in the last. Look at the liquidity, look at the market cap. Okay, so market cap is in the millions. Okay, so that has seen a lot of time, and you can actually bring Bongo up and you can look at the chart. Okay, you can see where it is. You can see this has been around for a year. You can see it's going up, and it's pumping up. Okay, and you can even see who is buying, how much money is going into Bongo. You can see that in terms of US dollars in the last 14 seconds, 29 seconds. So you can come here and spend your time. If you have the time, you can spend your time here to analyze coins that are being minted. So the best time for some of these coins is to get in early. If you're looking for 1000x on your money, is to get in on time. But the danger is, because you're looking for a high return, you're also getting into a highly risky field now. You're exposing yourself to a massive risk, because some of these coins will pump and then crash you when the holders of the coins take off with your money. Okay, so you're left with an empty bag. Okay, you put your $1,000 or $1 and they leave. So the places to go and check where these are being created is Radium. For this is Solana, there's pump.fun. So you go to pump.fun and you can see what is pumping right now. In the last 30 seconds, you can literally see what is being created right now. So like this one here, you can see it is at the last 24 hours, it hit 283%. Just imagine that type of return, 283%, okay? So literally, if you had put $1,000, you doubled your money. You multiply that by 2.8, you'll be at 2,800 in less than 24 hours. Guys, you can see that. Some of these are like 70%. You can see already returns in the last 24 hours. And you can see the market cap is very small, right? 2K. Now, some people have created their own criteria. Like I know one of our coaches does get into these coins only when they hit 100K. If it is at 100K and the age is about 4 hours, then he gets in. So you can set your own criteria with your coins. Okay, do some research. Okay, he doesn't want to get in when it is less than 100K. He does not get in when it is less than 4 hours, 1 hour to 4 hours. Okay, like 24 minutes. Now, some people want risk degens. They can get in wherever, you know. So like this one here. Look at this one. This one here is, you can see in the last day. Let's go to the last 5 minutes here. You can see how many minutes. This thing I was just started, literally just started. You can see here it pumped, and now, of course, there's a normal pullback, which is normal. So we're going to wait for the pullback. So let's say it started here. We wait for the pullback and then the retest, and of course the spike. Then some of us can jump in when it spikes. So that gives it about an hour to 4 hours. Because some of them, once they go up and they come down crashing, then you know this could be just a rug pull. But there are many other things that you need to do. You can do their research. You can go to Twitter, social media, and see what people are saying, how many followers, and make sure it is not a fake Twitter account. Some people reuse their Twitter accounts for launching these coins. Look at their website. If you like what you see, then you can invest a small amount into such coins. So you got to do some research, guys, okay? And then keep an eye on it. This is something you have to get in and keep an eye on it, because you don't want to be rug pulled, or you don't want it to crash while you're in there. So you probably have to keep an eye on it. Set some alerts such that if it crashes to a certain point, so maybe set a stop loss and take profit, okay? So you can see this actually is behaving exactly what we are saying. It pulls back and then it starts going up. So if you are to buy, then this would be the best time to enter on a pullback retest time. So we see this is 5 minutes time frame. Let's look at the 1 minute. So when we look at the 1 minute, you can see it literally behaved that way. It came up all the way, pumped so hard, pulled down and then gone down. Now, the other thing you have to look is you have to see how much money is being held by the founder, okay? So you've got to go into this and do your research, okay? So you got to make some research here, see how much money, and you can also see how many people are actually buying, because sometimes it could be just the same people buying it just to make it look like it's moving up so that more people can get in, and then they just run away with your money, okay? So you have to see how much money is being held by the founders. Okay, the higher the percentage, the more risky it is. Okay. So this is one of the ways that you can 1000x your your crypto holdings or earnings, is by getting into these coins when they are at the beginning. Okay, literally when before they are listed on the major exchanges. You go to these other networks, okay, the private networks where they're launching these, do your research, app in with a little amount that you can afford to risk, because you're likely to lose, and you can now app in there. See, some of them are like 1 day ago, others are literally hours, minutes, 49 minutes. You can see like this one here is 49 minutes. Let's bring it up. It's called Micro Troll. Okay, you can see how this is. It's a pumped up, and it's going down, and now it's pumping up again. And you can see, if you look at let's see, TG launch is live on Solana, great launch. So you can look at their website. I understand, continue, okay. So it's warning you, Micro Troll XYZ. Troll was made for forums, but Micro Troll was made for dexes. So you can see what they stand for. Is there anything that you agree? You can see literally it's okay. So let me go and share this so you guys can see it. Let me remove this, and I'm going to add myself to the stage. No, remove, stop sharing, and let me share the screen for that particular one so you guys can see what I am seeing right now here. This is what I'm seeing. That's the website for that coin, which has just launched. So people are launching these coins every single minute, every single day, thousands of them. Some of them don't see daylight. Some of them don't even get registered in the exchanges. They die a natural death. So if you go to pump.fund, because we were on pump.fund, and you see it is made it there, so it is on its way. So you can see it is on pump.fund, and so it is made it up there. We can look at its Twitter and see what its Twitter communities are doing, how many members, and hopefully you can also check whether this is a fake. It's 2 or 4 members, so not really bad. And you can see what is the story. You can see what they're up to. Micro Troll on the other side. According to my call, there'll be a small dip down to, that is the time for all of us to load up and do the target 190, then above 2K. Let's get in. I found you a gem farm. Okay, so you can go and look this guy. Who is this guy? This guy has 37 million. No, this guy only has 190 followers. So this could just be the same people. Okay, that's the founder. I bet Fad. So you don't. So who is this guy? So sometimes what you can do is you can follow some of the big Twitter accounts like crypto Twitter, and then see what they share, because mostly what they share, some of that, they have massive following. Some people have like 4 million followers on social medias. So when they post, there's a lot of people coming in. So if you get in right on time, you are likely to benefit from the pump. So anyway, this is something that you guys can look at, okay? Find more. And if you want to learn more about this, you can join our masterclasses and you can work with our coaches, okay? So otherwise, this is one other way of 1000xing your small investments. If I were to go into something like this, you really have to go in here with small money that you can afford to lose. I mean, if you have a lot of money, you can go in with money that you can afford to lose. It might be a lot, but you can afford to lose it, okay? It doesn't matter. So basically, you can see here, somebody is actually buying this stuff. You can see Micro Troll. Look at that. US dollar 71. See the type of investments. You know, you can even look at, see what people are doing. 140, that's the highest I can see so far. Somebody sold that. So they buy and sell this. to benefit, because you can see it's pumping down now. You can see it is going down. This is the 1 minute candle. We can even go to the seconds one and see. So you can see it's pumping down now. Okay. But you can see it has an upward trend, guys. This is like an upward trend. Literally, you can draw a trend line here, and you can see it is going to pump up. Okay. So at this point, it's probably going to go in. Some more buyers. Yes, exactly what I told you. They are going to buy now. Yeah, it's human psychology. Buy and sell. See, they just bought and it's going up now. You can see, what did I tell you? You draw a line here and you can see they just bought and it shot up. Okay, you can see all these people. They bought and it is shooting up. Exactly. That's what happens with these very volatile crypto, because not many people. So just $100 purchase may actually pump the coin up. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, you just get about $1,000 put into ETH and it pumps up because that already pushes it up. And you can see that's exactly what's happening. And then here a bunch of people are selling it, and then a bunch of people are buying it. So that is one of the other ways. Another way that that you can 3x or 10x or 100x your crypto is by what we call liquidity farming. So one of my students is doing that. So I'm going to share the screen with you. As I told you guys, we're sharing all the secrets. Nothing is going to be held back. So let me change the screen and I'll end the training here. Now, for those of you who don't understand, so we're going to remove this. And we are going to remove this stop screen, and then we're going to add that screen share, and there we go. And you guys can see here there are many platforms where you can do what we call liquidity farming. I'm just going to show you one of them, which is Ochre. This is what one of my students has done. Again, they don't have a lot of money. They have just put in here $124, and in the last 24 hours they have made $1.75. Okay, now for some of you that may sound to be nothing, but just imagine for a student like this who lives in a country where they live under $1 per day. This person has made their daily wages right here, passively, literally doing nothing. All they did was set up this and went to bed, woke up the next day, didn't do nothing the whole day. Later in the day, they looked at it and it is $1.78. This is what they have made in the last 24 hours on an account of valued at $124. Okay. Now, let your imagination start thinking, sinking in. Let's say those of you who have more money, you had $1,000, 25 here. So multiply this by 10, it would have made $10 in 24 hours, which is about $300 in a month. $300 a month is enough to pay these guys who live under $1 per day. Okay. You can employ 10 of those people. If they live under $1 per day, for 1 month, you can employ 10 of them just by investing 1,250. Now, for those of you who have even more money, let's say you'd put 10K over here, multiply that by 100, so you'd be making about $100 per day, right there, doing what we call yield farming. Simple to set this up. Okay, you go to this platform like ochre.so, you can link your Solana or Phantom wallet, whatever wallet you have, MetaMask, Phantom wallet, and you can hold any of the coins there, and you can stake your coins, deposit your coins, and harvest the yield funding, the fees. Okay, because you're providing liquidity. Okay, this might be sounding gibberish or like a Greek language to some of you, or Chinese, if you're hearing this for the first time. But don't worry, we've talked about this in our previous trainings, and in our future trainings, we're going to be breaking down each one of these. So this one is a new account that a student started, and we're going to be following these two students. This one on Ochre, then the other one in Pionex, which I just showed you today, and we'll be looking at these accounts every single day during our live trading. Now, with that, guys, if you have any question, you need help set these up, please comment below. like this video, share this video, follow us in our social media, and don't be quiet, guys. If you need help, let us know, and we will help you in the community. Make sure you join the community. And if you need somebody to show you how to make this money, which is passive or semi-passive, it's not really passive because you have to at least set it up and then also watch these, because sometimes you can have what we call impermanent losses. You can be liquidated here. So you have to keep an eye on these at least once a day. You have to check, or once a week, you have to come and check these. Okay, if you set them properly, you can come and check these. Okay, so before you get liquidated. Okay, so I think that is it. Unless somebody has a question, I will go back and end this training. Okay, guys, I think if you spend some time with us, you have learned something, or you have seen the possibilities. There are two things. Either you learned something, or you did not learn anything, but you have seen the possibilities, that there's possibilities out there. And one thing I want to tell you is that this is a journey, okay? We are into this. It's a journey. It's not a destination. We are not there yet, okay? If we were there, if we had already arrived, I would not be here, guys, sharing this. I'm sharing this because in the Smart Wolf Club, our philosophy is simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Let us help as many people as possible achieve the three freedoms. We want to achieve the three freedoms. All of us. That's why we are into this together, guys. So join the community. And we want to grow these accounts. So if you guys want to see bigger accounts for these two guys who have decided to share their accounts, the Oka account and the Pionex account, they have about $100, $120 each in these accounts. If you want to grow that, maybe you guys can help them. You can donate to them. Whatever you want to do, donate to them. And we can put their money there in those accounts. And let's see how it grows. If that's going to give us confidence. Because some people don't believe this stuff, okay? If it's going to grow and give us confidence, then we can help these two guys. All right, let's end this with a prayer. On a positive note, let's end this with a prayer. In the belief of the Power Almighty, we pray that the markets be good to us, that the crypto market be good to us, and those of us who are going to apply this training may be successful. We pray this in the belief of the Power Almighty. Amen. Thank you, guys. I will see you in the next training, which is tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and please do me one favor, like this video, okay? We want to grow this channel. We wanted this channel to get to thousands, 10,000 subscribers, so we can reach YouTube. I was told when we have more subscribers, more likes, more engagement, YouTube is going to make this information go out there, because we want to reach as many people as possible so we can help our brothers and sisters learn how to make money online to achieve their freedom, the three freedoms. Their time back, get their time, their location freedom, and their financial freedom. Cheers, guys. I will see you in the next one.